Prince Philip made a stunning request regarding his own funeral arrangements amid fresh concerns over the Duke of Edinburgh's health, according to unearthed reports. Philip overcame a brief spell in hospital during the festive period and was determined to be released in time for Christmas Day. The 98-year-old retired from public life in 2017 and has been enjoying his free time in the Sandringham estate in Norfolk ever since. However, as the coronavirus outbreak continues to raise fears all over the world, some royal watchers are beginning to worry about Philip. Although Buckingham Palace is yet to give an update on the Duke of Edinburgh's health, the royal is said to have already arranged his funeral plans. According to the Mirror, back in 2018, Philip has expressed a preference for something a little more simple. Reporter Zara Mulroy explained, "He may be entitled to a full-blown state funeral, but the Duke has expressed a preference for something a little more simple, and he's been closely involved with the arrangements, which are being coordinated by the Lord Chamberlain's office at Buckingham Palace." She added, "Rather than lying in state at Westminster Abbey, it's thought that the Duke's body will lie at St. James's Palace instead, where Princess Diana lay for several days before her funeral in 1997. The public would not be allowed to view the body. As for the funeral itself, it's believed the guest list will be comparatively pared back, with only family, friends and heads of state from Commonwealth countries attending a service at St. George's Chapel in Windsor Castle, in the style of a military funeral. Philip has always been dedicated to his military appointments and is said to have been disappointed to renounce his naval career when the Queen ascended to the throne. The Independent also revealed 2 years ago that Philip does not want the fuss of lying in state at Westminster Hall or a full state funeral. Apparently, the Palace of Westminster staff are usually on alert, as they must prepare a state funeral with just 6 hours' notice. Yet, Philip has asked for a more intimate event. Additionally, a 2013 parliamentary document explained, "The process for deciding when a state funeral should be held for a person other than the sovereign is relatively unclear, not least since it happens so rarely and at long historical intervals. There is no official process set out in public." Reports claim he would also like to be buried in Frogmore Gardens, in the grounds of Windsor Castle. This is where both Queen Victoria and Prince Albert are buried, although most other monarchs and consorts are buried in Westminster Abbey and St. George's Chapel. The Queen will enter a period of mourning for 8 days following his death, if it predates her own. Royal mourning will continue for 30 days after his passing. Only after that will the Queen be able to return to regular public life. It is a stark contrast to Buckingham Palace's plan for when the Queen dies, which was revealed by The Guardian in 2017. The plan is dubbed "London Bridge is Down" and ensures the Queen will get everything for her death. The Guardian explained, "From Hyde Park Corner, the hearse will go 23 miles by road to Windsor Castle, which claims the bodies of British sovereigns. The royal household will be waiting for her, standing on the grass. Then the cloister gates will be closed and cameras will stop broadcasting." The article explained that once inside the chapel, the heir, Prince Charles will drop a handful of red earth from a silver bowl onto her coffin.